Hey guys, it's Malonb, your Malonb from Facebook or malonshop.com, and I'm here to do my Casa Crew update video. Let me just start off with a hat because it's hot and I want to take it off. But this is one of my completed objects. It looks like that. And it's actually a hat that I got to test out the pattern for. Where's that? This is a hat called Cyclone Beanie, and it is by APPEARENCES. And I actually do not know her Facebook page right now, but I will be linking it down below. The hat looks like that. I love the pattern. It's really easy. For this one specifically, I used some stashed yarn I had. It is kind of fluffy or furry, whatever you want to call it, which makes it extra warm. But yeah, it looks like this. And I had to use two colors because I was running out of the peach one and we don't have enough for the ribbing, so I had to use a second color for it. For that I used the Unger fluffy yarn. Looks like that. And I'm sorry guys, I just was trying to make it focus. But yeah, that's the yarn I used for it. Again, love the pattern. She asked me to test it, so I don't know if the actual pattern is ready like right now, but I'm sure it will be shortly, so check out her Facebook page. Again, I will be linking it down below. And this is by APPEARENCES. This actually is my second. The first one I made was a little too big for me, so I will be donating this one. I made it in a purple blue color. And I think it was just I don't know if it was the yarn, but I'm pretty sure it was my gauge. I found that since I knit loosely, I also kind of crochet loosely, so that kind of messed up the sizing for me. But for the first one here, I used the Yarn Fair double knitting yarn, and I actually got this from Mel. Thank you so much, Mel. I love this yarn actually. It's pretty soft. It's great to work with. Again, this is the hat that I made from that. It's a little big for me, but I will be donating this one. So let me just go into the other finished objects. I made two baby blankets, and these will be for, gosh, Sissy Knitting. I don't know if that's still her name, but I just completely forgot what your name of your channel is, but you guys probably know who I'm talking about. She's collecting baby blankets for her local hospital. So I made a couple. This is the first one. It is a granny square baby blanket. Turned out pretty cute and just added a nice border to it. That is my first one. And the second one I made is preemie sized. And this is just, I think, Red Heart Super Saver. This one is, I was gonna say mini size, but it's preemie sized. Really tiny. Just a striped blanket, and this I think is the Lion Brand Homespun. I just had a couple of skeins that I don't even remember when it is I purchased them, but I decided to use it for this. Machine washable, so I think it is perfect. I made two of those blankets. If you guys have seen, or if you guys follow me on Instagram, or follow me or liked my page on Facebook, Malonb Shop Facebook's page, then you guys have already seen this. The two items. Well, let me first show you the actual completed item here. This is the blue shawl I was working on. Finally completed. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It actually turned out a really nice size, so looking forward to wearing that. And then the other thing that you have already seen my picture of, again, if you follow me on Instagram or like my Facebook page, is the goats. This is for the Goat Along Smells Like Yarn podcast. Smell Great guy. He's doing a goat along, which basically is knit or crochet something goat related. The goat has to actually be visible. So this is it. I added the border. I have not blocked it. Once I do block it, I just have to add the backing to it. It will be a pillow, and then it will be complete. It's really cute. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And what was awesome about this is I used all of it is Red Heart Super Shaver, except the brown body, which I didn't have any more of that brown for or in Super Shaver, so I used what I had, and I only had a wool blend. So this actually does feel very wool-like, very soft. You can definitely tell the difference between the texture of the yarns. So this is sort of like, you know, like it makes you want to touch it kind of thing, and I definitely want to do that. So yeah, I think that just adds to the cuteness that it has a soft body compared to the rest of the pillow. So I finished that. Now let me just move to the works in progress. Let me start off with, well, okay, I missed one thing that I completed, kind of. I finished applying my yarn. It looks like that. And there's like a wool thing on it. Okay, it looks like this. Really happy with it also. I finished applying it, but I have not washed it, like to set the twist. I still need to do that. I will probably do that sometime sooner than later. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and I found that I like that barber pole technique. I like that a lot, but at the same time, I also like all those little bits where there are similar colors, maybe like a different tone of the same color, like right here, the two yellows. I love that. I do happen to like that for some reason, like the yellows and stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't know why that wasn't focusing for me, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Like the two-tone yellow, I like that as well. So I just have to take that into consideration for whenever I'm spinning stuff. And talking about spinning, let me head to the works in progress. I am actually starting to spin some more fiber. And I'm working on this green, brown, and black one. This is the fiber I'm spinning right now. And I am actually starting to use my new spindle. Again, if you guys have followed me, or yeah, if you follow me on Instagram or my Facebook page, you know that I have a new huge spindle. And this is pretty huge. Like compared to my head here, you can tell how huge it is. I finally got it complete during the weekend actually. I think the hardest part was putting the little hook on it. Just because like these dowels, I don't know if I don't think they're a single piece of wood. They're like man-made dowels, I think. So they're super hard, and it took me a while to actually, you know, put the hole in, you know, before putting the hook, because the hook is just like a screw that you screw on. But when I just tried to force it in like that, it ended up splitting on me. So I had to actually drill a hole in, and that itself took a long time. So, and it took some trial and error as well with me and my husband. So yeah, it took a little bit, but we got it done. The hook is on there now securely. And also I had to wait for it to dry because the hole, like in the circle thing itself, it was the right size for the dowel, but at the same time it wasn't so tight, you know, like it could go in no problem, but it had like a little, like a hairline of leeway there, so it wasn't gonna be like staying there on its own, so I had to glue it in. That took a little bit of time for me to kind of figure out how to do that, but I ended up gluing it in, and so far it's holding up. So I will let you guys know if something goes bad with it. And I was also happy that he actually made a little dent for me here for the yarn to go into, because my prior one doesn't have one. So I had the problem that whenever I was spinning, my yarn would always, like, you know, revolve around sometimes, and that itself is pretty annoying. So pretty happy with this one. Again, it is pretty huge, and I found that it's actually a face for a clock. I found it in the clearance section of Joann's. I went to Michael's, of course Joann's, Walmart, I think Kmart, and I couldn't find any wheels big enough. The biggest size I found was like 2-inch wheels, and they would have been like too small for a spinning wheel, or I mean a drop spindle. So I need to find something bigger, and I assume these face clocks are also around the wooden area of that, the craft store, but I found it in the clearance section, so I'm not really sure where they would go. But yeah, I'm working on spinning that. Spinning wise, that's what I'm doing. As far as knitting wise, I'm actually working with this yarn. I showed you guys last time that I dyed, and I decided to make a cowl with it. I'm making one long enough that I can wrap twice around my neck. I think this definitely will be enough yarn for that. And I'm actually holding both ends together. So far it looks like this. That's actually the wrong way. It looks like that. I'm just doing 4x2 ribbing, and I plan to add some, what do you call that? Some cables in there as well. So it should be interesting. Once I am completely finished with the knitted piece, I will be over dyeing this probably with some blue. So also looking forward to that. Now what else am I working on? Oh, I have been working on actually I just started, and there's not much to show you at all, so I'm not gonna bother, but if you guys remember, I have made a Zelda inspired horse, or Epona inspired horse, and I'm working on my second version, but again, just barely started this morning, so nothing to show right now. Hopefully by next time I will get it complete. And I think I have time to show you guys my really small haul. This I got in one of my local yarn shops that I actually visited earlier, not earlier, during the weekend actually. And I only got a couple of things, but this color I actually loved. It's Encore Tweed, a Plymouth yarn company. Looks like that, and I actually love this color. It reminds me of chocolate chip ice cream, sort of minty. I love that. And the only other skein I got was this one in Core Colors, also Plymouth yarn. And I don't know if they have a name. Yeah, they don't have a name for the colorway, but that's pretty much it. Also really pretty. And I went there because, again, looking for more spinning stuff. Supposedly they do have also spinning wheels there, but when I went, the store actually had moved its location maybe a couple of days before I visited, and they didn't have that room set up yet, or that room open yet with all their spinning stuff. So unfortunately I went for nothing pretty much, since I wasn't able to browse or actually try out any spinning wheels. I am really looking forward to purchasing one shortly. I just need to really see what it is I can, like afford right now and that kind of thing. But I know lately I've got a lot of, or I've bought a lot of fiber, and I just want to, play around with it. And doing it by hand, it's all nice and relaxing, but it takes a long time, and I just want to do it all right now kind of thing. The only other thing I purchased was, oh yeah, this actually is my disappointment. I went to, when I was at Joann's, it was actually the only place I found where they still had the Wool Ease worsted weight. And if you guys remember, maybe a couple of videos ago, I was working on the purple vest, and I just ran out of yarn, maybe a couple of rows short of the actual finished object. I had purchased that yarn from the Lion Brand website, and again, I've been looking for it since then, because I only want one, and when I purchased it online, they only sold it as a set of 3, like a bag of 3, which isn't bad, but I only need like a little bit, to finish what I'm doing. So anyway, I thought I had finally found it at Joann's, which is a pretty similar color, so I got it. And I should have known, because this isn't even the correct wrapper on it. This is for Gray Heather, and as you can see, it's all pretty messed up. So I don't know if the color I used is discontinued or what, but anyway, I brought it home. I was all excited only to see that it's not the same color. Let me just hold it up. This bag is actually made from the same yarn as my vest. So you can see it is not the same hue. Not the same hue, so I was pretty disappointed about that. And I wanted to return this because I was like, you know, I don't need this. I have enough purples, you know, but I'm not. I decided just to keep it, and maybe I'll do something else with it. But I was pretty disappointed, and I have looked at the website again, the Lion brand. The bad thing about that is that if I want to go order it, I definitely can. But knowing myself, I'm going to want to order more than I should, just because, you know, to get the free shipping, which is usually 50, you know, like an order of 50 or more kind of thing. So I'm just thinking if we're gonna wait it out until Black Friday season, and maybe then just also take advantage of some of their sales I'm sure they will have, or I'm just not really sure what it is I want to do about that. And I actually forgot the name of this yarn, like the colorway I actually need. I forgot about it. I forgot the name of it. But in general, that was my letdown for, I guess, for the week or whatnot. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.